Sometimes you just have to pick a side, like Matt's Bar or the 5-8 Club, right? Vikings, Packers, Minneapolis or St. Paul.
Maybe the biggest of all of them, King Kong versus Godzilla. Steve, how are you feeling about this?
This is intense.
It's the eighth wonder of the world or the king of all monsters. Here to tell us what side you should be on via Skype from the website Paul's Trip to the Movies. We welcome Paul McGuire Grimes back to Twin Cities Live. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you.
Great to be here.
Godzilla versus Kong.
All right, now, Paul, my 8-year-old has asked me 3 to 10 times in the last 3 days, can we watch Godzilla versus Kong? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I don't know. What do you make of that?
Steve, I hope you show your little guy this movie. It is so much fun. This is the fourth in this monsterverse, but you don't need to see the other ones. And in this one, Godzilla resurfaces in Florida, and a group of scientists to figure out that the only way to stop him is to lure King Kong and Godzilla down to the core of the Earth in Hollow Earth.
So is this the kind of movie, Paul, that, you know, I mean, I'm guessing that this is going to be razor thin on plot, and you just have to go in for the explosions?
Exactly. I mean, you're not going to go into this. You have to be willing to have fun, throw science, throw logic out the window. You've got stock characters, but you got a great cast. Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, Kyle Chandler, Brian Tyree Henry. So you've got there's some humor. There's a lot of heart in this movie, too. And then the big, explosive battle scenes, huge CGI. This is a special effects heavy movie, obviously. So if you feel comfortable, go to the movie theater to go see it, because you'll want to see these two on the biggest screen possible, best sound system, and just have fun with it. And unlike some of the other movies, like, you can actually see the action. It's not too dark. You can enjoy it. I had a ton of fun with this.
Oh, this is so great. So it's in theaters or on HBO Max. Now this is making sense as to why my 3-year-old has been saying, I want to watch Kong, because then when these kind of movies come out, like, all the little cartoons start popping up as suggested on Netflix, and that's what he's been watching. How many ticket stubs are you giving this?
3.5 out of 5 ticket stubs, and there's a lot of homage to a lot of the other Godzilla and King Kong movies in here too, so I had fun with that as well.
All right, let's talk about The Mighty Ducks, the reboot, the series that is out. Tell us all about it. It's on Disney+.
On Disney+, this is going to be a 10-episode series. Episode 2 was streaming today. It's going to be released weekly, like we talked about last week. And it's about this young kid named Evan who doesn't make the cut to be on the Mighty Ducks team. So his mom, played by Lauren Graham, suggests to him, why do you create a team of your own? So he's got to find this ragtag yet hip team and find a coach and find a rink all in a couple of days.
Now, Paul, I was pleasantly surprised, because the Mighty Ducks, the original movie, and then the sequel, there were a couple after that, but let's focus on the first two. They were old school Disney. They were 90s Disney. The story never really hooked you, but it was tropey, and we went along with it because we were kids and we were younger. I thought that the storytelling and the writing in particular really, really developed in this. I thought this was one of the best reboots I've ever seen.
Completely, because they don't try to rehash the old movies. You will see some of the original Ducks, I think, in a future episode, just as a cameo, but it's really about these new kids. And I love that it's about, you know, they're misfits. They're kind of disadvantaged kids, and how do they come together, and how do they learn to use all of their own unique talents to form this team? And like you said, the writing is really sharp. Like, it's funny. Lauren Graham gets to use her sense of humor and her maternal instincts really well. And then Emilio Estevez back as Gordon Bombay, the coach, still very grizzly, still hates kids, still hates hockey, so you still have that kind of connection to the original movies, which are also streaming on Disney Plus as well.
Yeah, and that original movie, I mean, that original movie for, like, any kid, but then particularly if you're like of our age and you are from Minnesota and you played hockey, I mean, it is like my husband's, like, anthem movie. I mean, there's just there is no connection to anything besides that.
I didn't even play hockey, and we all knew the flying V. We didn't have hockey at my high school. You knew how to get into the flying V all of a sudden. And there's really great Minnesota references.
That's what people want to know about.
Throughout this reboot as well.
Not shot in Minnesota, though. It was shot in Canada, so don't try to go looking for Minnesota locations.
I know,
but you can watch the original and then go out and take the kids out and try to find these filming locations of the original movie. That'd be a lot of fun.
You'll hear them say Bloomington, Coon Rapids,
Coon Rapids, Edina. And then I did see, too, she had a list. So there's a point when Lauren Graham's character has this list of ice rinks.
Yes.
And there was one, I looked closely. We have a very large TV, and it was Lake Drive. And I was like, it should have been Lake street.
Okay.
But it's very fun. I'm looking forward to watching the second episode.
It's
Ticket
very
stubs?
clever. So 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. I was very surprised. I was really surprised how much I enjoyed this because it didn't feel like some of those other like Disney shows, like Girl Meets World.
Right.
This feels like really good and contemporary and not like heightened acting like some of the other Disney shows do. Like I thought this was really well done.
Yeah, and
you're
shout
right
out to Disney for making Friday nights fun for families.
Awesome. It's like TGIF
It's
in
so
2021.
fun. I mean, a new episode comes out. We look forward to it. We plan the night around. Everyone gets into jammies. I mean, it is really very fun.
Paul, great to see you, buddy. Great to have you back on the show. We look forward to talking with you again soon. You can visit Paul's website. It's paulstriptothemovies.com. He's got updates on movies and streaming services. You can also listen to him on the Colleen and Bradley Show on My Talk 1071 every Friday.
And TCL's movie trip is brought to you by Muska Lighting. Spring means we're all heading outside, so it's a great time to focus on your outdoor lighting.
Whoa.
Isn't that good?
That looks pretty.
Muska Lighting has everything you need to update your home for the latest trends. You can visit one of their showrooms in Eden Prairie or, oh, I love that one, in Roseville today. Thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring TCL's movie trip. Replace old and dated fixtures with a new light and change the look and feel of your home. Our mudroom fixture from Muska Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Muska Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you.